Hi everybody, I'm here to give you a quick demonstration of the Amharic Script app. This is actually the first page of the app itself. On this page you're going to create an account. We've added this feature so that more than one person can use the apps. It's useful if more than one people are sharing the app. So I'm going to hit submit, Mary. And there's Mary, so I'm going to click on my account, Mary, and it takes me to this page. On this page you see Intro, Script, and Words. Intro is basically the section where we give you a guide on how to use the application. We recommend that users take the time to go through it so they get an idea on how best to use the app itself. I'm going to hit Menu. The other two sections here are Script and Words. We recommend that users start with the Script section. Under the script sections, there's script, identify, order, select, and write. And script is the fundamental building block of how we approach learning the Amharic alphabet. So this is the section that first and foremost all users should start with. So I'm going to click script. And under the script, you see all these categories. Now, we've grouped the Amharic letters in such a way because if you're not familiar with the Amharic letters, they can be daunting because there's so many characters. But in this way, we felt that users could quickly come up to speed on recognizing each of the characters. And if you look closely, we've grouped the letters based on how they look. So in this section, we see B, S, Sh, and V. And if you look at it closely, they're all basically an upside down U. So I'm going to click on B, Sh, S, and V. And it's going to start off with B. This is the letter B, and B is basically an upside down U. And if I go down a notch, we see S, and it's an upside down U with a line going vertical.
Sh,
An upside down U again with a line going vertical and across.
V,
An upside down U with a line going across. So if you look closely, the letters look essentially the same. So we figured by grouping the letters in this way, users could quickly come up to speed on recognizing the character and associating the correct sound. Another way we've grouped them is by their extension. So if I go, this is V, and I go next, it's in the middle,
V,
at the bottom,
Va,
short on the left.
Sh,
If we look at Sh, we'll notice that the extensions are basically in the same place.
Shu,
In the middle,
She,
at the bottom,
Sha,
short on the left. And the same thing
Se,
with Sa.
Su,
In the middle,
Si,
at the bottom,
Sa,
short on the left. That's the case with Ba as well. Going back to script category, once you've mastered all the groupings, there's a grouping here, Amharic alphabet, and it's in its entirety. And you can go through here and then pick out whichever letter you want to know, and what it'll do is
Ma,
tell you what it is, and you'll hear its pronunciation as it's pronounced by a native Amharic speaker. But this is what the Amharic alphabet looks like in its entirety. And as you can see, when you look at them this way, especially if you're not familiar with the Amharic alphabet, it can be daunting. But if you look at the way we've set it up, then it's a much simpler way of mastering it. It doesn't seem so daunting when you see it in this fashion. So once you've mastered a specific category, and in this instance we're saying we're going to master B, S, Sh, and V, we go back and we do identify to reinforce what we learned in scripts. So we've said that we've already mastered B, S, Sh, and V. We click on it, and then this is B. And then in this instance what we're doing is we're matching the script to the sound. So we see the script, and then we have to figure out which is the correct sound. So we'll play each sound.
B, 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 Bo.
So we know this is ba, which is the second one.
Great job.
And there you go. So you go through a series of questions in this fashion, and you see the character, and then you go ahead and play the sounds.
B, Bo, B, Ba. Keep it up.
And then there's another approach to this, because now in the first two questions we saw we had to identify the script to the correct sound. In this instance, we're identifying the sound to the correct script. So we'll hear the sound,
bu,
and then we have to identify the correct script. And there you go. But that's my daughter, by the way. I gotta give her credit. So you go through these exercises to test your skill level. And then the other section that you should do is order. So you learn a category in script, then you take the exercise and identify, and you take another exercise in order. So we said we've already mastered ba, sa, sha, va. So now we are going to place these characters in chronological order, in the same way we would place the Roman letters A, B, C, D in chronological order. So the point of this exercise is to figure out which is the primary character, and in this instance it's ba.
good job,
So we said in the middle,
fantastic,
at the bottom,
awesome,
short on the left.
keep it up, try again,
Oops, see, that's what happens when you get a wrong answer.
very nice, very nice,
And then you've completed it. So you are able to place ba, its primary character ba, and its associated vowel variants in chronological order. And this is how you build and reaffirm what you've learned in the first section, scripts. So you continue to do that until you get to a point where you've learned all the different categories. And once you've mastered all the different categories, you can always go to a select.
mu, ga, bi,
So I'm going to pause it briefly. So in this section, it's basically a compilation randomly of all the Amharic letters. And it says a word and you have to identify the word correctly. So here it said Mugabi,
mu, ga, bi,
and then you have to select which is Mugabi. So in this instance, it's 1.
fantastic, le, fe, t, he, wow, me, nu, awesome.
So I'm going to pause it, but in this exercise, what we're doing is just randomly throwing a series of Amharic letters and placing them together. Some of the words have meanings, but some of them don't. The point is for you to identify correctly the characters. This is level 1. As you progress and your score improves, you go to level 2, and then level 3, and level 4. At the end of each of these sessions, basically you get a readout that tells you the number of questions you've got correct, the number you've got wrong, how long it took you to respond to the questions. And this way you can track how well you're able to quickly recognize each of the Amharic characters and their associated sounds. After which, there is write. And in write, basically, you want to practice, writing the Amharic alphabet. So in this section, again, we'll go back to the very first category, ba, sa, sha, and va. And you want to test yourself. Okay, can I write ba, sa, sha, va correctly? What you can do is hide, and then you can test yourself. So this is ba, bu, bi, ba, and so on and so forth. And then if I wanted to test myself and see if I did it correctly, I would hit show. And let's see how I did. Not bad at all. And then you can double click to erase it. So in this section, you're practicing writing the Amharic alphabet. You're giving yourself basically a self-test by the hide and show feature. And then if you wanted to hear the sound, you could also do that by just clicking on the letter.
bu, bi, ba, be, bi, bo.
Now I'm going to take you back to the menu. So we've gone through script, identify, order, select, and write. And that's under the script section. The last and final section is words. In this section, we're giving users an opportunity to build their Amharic vocabulary, and we're showing them how, or giving them an opportunity to learn small, large numbers, days of the months, the colors and fruits, and catch-all is basically a conglomeration of various Amharic words. So just to show you briefly, under small numbers, when we click on it, we see their English equivalents
and
as well as the Amharic equivalent. So here you get to see the proper spelling, and here the number 1 and its Amharic pronunciation. So what you're getting in this section is you're building vocabulary, you're learning spelling, and you're learning its English equivalent. So in this section you learn 1 through 20, and then when you go back to menu and hit large, then you learn all the large numbers. So if we know what 1 through 20 is, we automatically know what
higher and
21 is, higher and. Because in the previous section we've learned what 1 is. And if we click on 30,
salasa,
if we know what 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are in Amharic, salasa and would be 31. Salasa hulat would be 32, and so on and so forth. And that is the logic of this section. Using this method, you're able to count from 1 to 999,999. That's a very big number. The other section are days and months, and in this section you learn the days of the week, the months of the year. So Seño, Monday. Tahasas, which is December. And then in colors and fruits, you learn the basic colors and some various fruits in the Amharic language. And in catch all, just some basic words like airplane, aeroplan,
ቁርስ
breakfast, ልጆች,
ህንፃ,
building, and so on and so forth. So this is the Amharic app in a nutshell. Just in case you don't know how to get the Amharic Script app, I'm going to give you a quick demo. I have an iPad, so I'm going to show you how to get it via App Store. But if you are running a Android-powered device like the Samsung Galaxy or an HTC phone, you would go to Google Play. But since I have an iPhone, I have an iPad here, I'm going to go through App Store. So you click on App Store and you type in Amharic Script, and in your results page, you're going to just click on it. And once it loads, this is what you're going to see. So this is the Amharic Script logo. Since I've already purchased it, it says installed, but what you're going to see is buy. And here it'll say buy, and you're going to click on the buy button. Mine says installed, but make note, yours will say buy, and you're going to click on the buy button. And when you click on the buy button, it'll take you to purchase, and you're going to input your Apple username and Apple user ID and your password. If you've already pre-saved your credit card information, then you're not going to have to input it, but if you haven't, then you're going to have to input your credit card information. On this page, there are some pretty cool features. There's the Tell a Friend feature. You're going to click on it, and basically it's just going to send them the app, and it's going to take them to the page that we were just previously on. You input their email, hit the send button. So I'm going to hit delete draft because that was an email. You can also gift this app by clicking on gift this app. Right now it's requiring me to sign in. I'm not going to sign in. I'm not going to gift this app to anybody at this moment, although I have previously. So you can send this to a friend or to a graduate just out of college or high school, or doesn't matter. It'd be a great gift for anybody actually whom you think might be interested in learning how to read and write. So I'm going to hit cancel. And then here, when you click more, you just get a basic bio about the app. And as you go down, there's a rating section. You can rate by clicking on the stars. 2 stars, 3 stars, so on and so forth. There's a section also for customer reviews. Your reviews are really meaningful to us. That's the way we improve and build on what you say and give you, our end users, our customers, a better and improved Amharic Script app. So please submit your customer reviews by clicking under customer review. I've just given you a quick tour of the Amharic Script app. I'm really excited about this app. I hope you're excited about it too. As a person who could not read and write in Amharic but could speak the language, I know I've gained a great deal from it, and I hope that end users who don't know how to read and write are in my situation are able to learn how to read and write using this app. Also, if you are a family who has children living outside of Ethiopia and you want them to learn how to read and write in Amharic, this is a great tool. Like I said, I've learned a great deal from it. It's helped me grow. My reading and writing skills in Amharic have greatly improved. So I am sure that if you purchase this app, that the person whom you're purchasing it for or the person who purchases it personally will benefit dramatically from it. It's also great for anybody who has adopted Ethiopian children and wants them to be able to read and write in Amharic, or for just anybody working in the foreign service or an NGO operating in Ethiopia. This app runs on iPhone, iPad, or any device powered by Android. So you can use it on a smartphone or a tablet like the Samsung Galaxy. We hope you're excited. We're very much excited. Go out and get it, and stay tuned on our website for more apps on www.lijoch.com, Lijoch, Lijoch. Thank you.